We are live. We are live. Hello, QXZ. Nor the headset adjustment. Alright. Ignore the background sounds. For the next few minutes, I figured I'd leave this time to be questions, things we want to talk about. Briefly, before we get into the first race of the season, not a points payer, or at least not fully. There are points awarded in the duels, but this is not a full points payer. I figured we'd spend the first 10 to 15, maybe not 15, probably 10 minutes just with anything. If you want to get anything out now, get it out now. Let me just adjust the volume here. Tone that down just a little bit. Because I won't be talking to chat during the actual race itself. I'll be focused on commentating on the actual race itself. So, if there's anything you want to talk about before we get into this, get it out now, and if not, hold it till the end. Let me adjust this cord here. It might be a little annoying on the ear, but wrap my cord up a little bit, just because it's really long and kind of tripping over me. All right. So let's see if this ticker works first. Test this out. Alright, so it looks like it's working. Let me just check all of this stuff. Alright, so now that we know it's working, we can get out of that for a moment. Alright. Any predictions on duel number 1? Let's pull up our lineup for duel number 1. Or the cars that are going to be in duel number 1. Let's minimize all of this stuff. And let's get this over here. Any predictions? Philip gonna kill the whole field? Okay, this cord's actually annoying me now. What can I do to not have it in my face? Try to figure this out. I could probably put it behind me. Oh, it's still hitting me in the face. This is awful. This cord is in the right area. Alright. I think I found a good area for this. Alright. So here is duel number 1. All of the drivers. One thing to note, only one car is locked in, and that is the 88 car. Kylie Wyatt. Sorry, Kaylee Wyatt. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get the chance to work on my pronunciation. Today was a really busy day for me, so it'll be a project for me over the week. So we'll see if my mistakes linger here, but as we get towards the first points paying race, I definitely want to work on getting some of the names completely right. You're right, it is Camden. I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to stall here because my parents are about to go to sleep, and I know they're gonna be busting through my door trying to say goodnight in the middle of the race, and I don't want that to happen. So if we can just like maybe wait a second and see if they come up here. Who was in 05? That'd be Joey Hayes. Again, here's your lineup. I see a lot of green in Duel 1. Are you talking about green flag conditions or, you know, green? Alright. I think I hear them getting ready to get ready to come up here. Unfortunately, if we would have started at 8, this would not have been a problem. But the fact that we had to start at 8 made it so I had to wait for them to get up here. Because last thing I wanted to have happen is have the race start and then have a wreck happen while I'm in the middle of saying goodnight to my parents. That would just be straight up embarrassing. One thing I am going to do, though, is I'm going to keep a Google Sheet of all of the drivers in front of my face so that I do not make mistakes, or I could correct myself if I make a mistake. This thing popped up. Hit green numbers. Ignore that, I just bumped my headset. How long on the duels? Reagan's going to sleep. Oh no. You'll have to replay the race in the morning. Yes, the duels are 20 laps each. What are you saying, Reagan? Are you saying goodnight for my parents? I know they're gonna bust. I know I'm gonna be like, all right, whatever. We'll start the race, and the second we start the race, they're gonna bust through and be like, hey, good night. It's gonna happen. Plenty of time for Philip Moore terrorism. Alright, I got the list right in front of my face. This should be alright. Hello, Hardy's Worker Place. Looks like we're getting some of our racers involved here. There you go.
Oh, you're in your phone.
Yeah, I'm doing the race now.
Are you? Alright. Have fun.
Hopefully I don't distract you. Alright. There you go. I knew it was gonna work out. W's all day. The waiting paid off. Oh gosh, my phone just fell. Alright, one last look. Here's your dual number 1 drivers. If you see your number on there, you're gonna be up first. Here's dual number 2 drivers. If you see your number on here, you're gonna be second. They always go to sleep around the time I stream too. It's hilarious. Like, I feel like half the time I'm streaming, my parents are here to bust in. So, all right. After this point, I'm not gonna read your comments. So have fun. If you guys start arguing, QXZ, you're in charge. Make sure they don't argue. That's what I got left. Let me pull up the sample page. Just gonna close NR 2003 for a brief moment, just to make sure it is working, and then I want to pull up the stream on my phone very briefly. This is my first time ever putting this together, so give me a bit of leeway here. Alright, let's pull up the stream. I want to make sure the ticker is working smoothly. Alright. Everything looks good. Alright, let's get right into this. Oh wait, one last change. I just realized that I was not in the right car, and that would have screwed Brady Thompson. Alright. Good thing I caught that. That would have sucked. Mistakes are bound to happen in this one. Good thing it's not a full points paying race. It's fine. This is just to get in the show. Alright. Alright. Race.
Drivers, to your cars.
Alright, that should give us enough time. Alright, here's our lineup. Let me check. Uh-oh. Ticker. Ruh-roh. Ticker. What are you doing? Uh-oh. Let's fix this here. The ticker, what I've learned is the ticker does not want to like work at all. So we're just gonna do that and then scroll that over. And then just hope it doesn't continue to screw up. Alright, ticker fixed. Alright, cool.
Drivers, start your engines!
There's the command. Alright. First off, we got Johnny Quinton and Hugh Kyleson on the front row. Then we got Easy Ozzy and Caleb Dellinger in row number 2. In row number 3 is Austin Sieg and Ben Shades. And in row number 4 on the inside is Jesse Vaughters. And side by side with him is King Cawthorn. Then we got Lucas Faisal on the row behind with Justin Kent, Ethan Trendler, along with the 36 of John Vance. And then Philip Moore on the inside of him. Let's get this all sorted out here. I think Caleb needs to move up a row. Further in the back, one of our first open cars, Camden Ross, side by side with Joey Hayes. Behind him, there's Reagan in the 1, along with Average Sucks. And then 01 Aviation near the back, along with Logan Thomas and Jackson Burgum. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Oh no! We have a problem for Caleb Dellinger. Off the start. And also rounding off the field is Dylan Cabanas. That's an unfortunate shame right here. Already our first problem, and it is Caleb Dellinger. He's going to slowly make his way to the pits. Here we go. Starting off the first ever race for the Summer Series. Duel number 1 for the Summer Series. As the pace car pulls off, Hugh Kyleson side by side with Johnny Quinton. The green flag is out. 3 wide. There's that 6 car going in the inside. Johnny Quinton gets shoved out, and in the middle, Hugh Carlson. Already making it 3 wide. This is a 20-lap race, so people are trying to move to the front. There comes that 33 of Austin Sieg, pushed by the 13 of Jesse Vaughters. And Ethan Trendler looks low of Lucas Faisal. Justin Kent looks low of King Cawthorn. Now looking for the lead, Jesse Vaughters. He can't do anything. He's shoved in the middle, and now here comes the 19 of Ethan Trendler looking low. There's another lap led by Austin Sieg. 3 wide throughout most of the pack. Now blocking up and down is that 33. Oh, nearly shoved around gets Philip Moore. He got a big push from behind. Ethan Trendler and Austin Sieg have now extended their gap. And it looks like after that, the race is insane for third on back. A lot of shuffling back in the back of the pack. Now, battle for the lead. Oh, no, Dellinger's back in front. This will cause some issues. Now the field. Oh, look, Reagan nearly gets shoved around by 01 Aviation. Again, they save it. Side by side down the backstretch. Ethan Trendler now leading. Austin Sieg behind him, and here comes Reagan looking for the lead. 3 wide further back. Jesse Vaughter. Oh, nearly pushed around. Philip Moore nearly became the first caution, and look at Caleb Dellinger. He's going to cause some issues here. As now leading that next lap, there's Reagan. Oh, but here comes 01 Aviation. They're side by side. Oh, Austin Sieg looks on the inside in the middle. This field has gotten packed up again. But this might get all shuffled out when this pack catches the 30 car. Three wide. Here comes Jackson Burgum. New leader at Daytona. He's getting pushed by Logan Thomas. Here comes Dellinger. Jackson leads that lap, but Logan Thomas looks low. Where will the 30 car fall, and who will get screwed in this situation? Oh, he blocks the outside, so Logan Thomas now goes to the inside and goes to the lead with John Vance. Looks like Dellinger's car didn't really hold up that much of the field. So everything gets sorted out. And now looking to the lead is that 36 car. One of the 01 Aviation powered machines. Aviation Racing. Now, from the back, now whole way up to the front, Dylan Cabanas. And this field is really looking sketchy. Lap number 5. Oh, King Cawthorn now looking to lead. And he looks down low. As a field, all one entity. All 22 cars screaming down the back straightaway. Shuffling now throughout the field. King Cawthorn leads, but here comes Ben Shades. Looking low. New leader is that Cheez-It Chevy, Ben Shades. And here comes the... We're looking 4 wide for the lead here briefly. This whole field is now all shoved together. You could put a blanket over this field. As we go into turn number 1, no leader prevails. Except for that 6 car. You got Lucas Faisal behind him, but looks like he's able to hold him off until he gets low. Now getting shuffled to the top goes to 6. Here comes that 2 of Lucas Faisal. Now we're 3 wide again for the lead, just briefly here as the 2 car takes sole ownership of the lead. The rest of the field now compacting as they come out of turn 4. It has been an absolute shock how we have not wrecked at this point. Lucas Faisal now leading. Oh, here comes Reagan now looking low. Oh, but he got Joey Hayes right behind him. What will he do? Oh, and he got Philip Moore behind him. Oh, Joey Hayes goes the whole way up to the bottom and up to the top to try to block that 2 car. Now he's going to try to look for the lead. Can he make the run? No, he can't. Oh, but he's closing in still. Oh, he's looking low. Can he do something? The 1 car fends him off briefly. We're not even halfway through this race. Hey, here comes Joey Hayes looking low. 1 car gets shuffled out, but look at Justin Kent. He might be in the catbird seat coming up. Whoa, Philip Moore. I'm gonna say that 17 car has been a little bit on edge as of recent. Oh, here comes Justin Kent now looking for the lead. Oh, look at this field all shuffled out. Cars now scrambling for position. Here comes 01 Aviation now. Looking to make a move. Austin Sieg now back up in the front. We are just getting to the halfway point of this race. Oh, wow, that was nearly a wreck. Lucas Faisal got in the back of Jesse Vaughters, and that could have been a big one for the back of the pack. As the racing heats up. One interesting thing is Caleb Dellinger has worked his way the whole way back up to the front of the pack, even though he's a lap down. But if a caution comes out, he's back in it. Oh, Jackson Burgum. Jackson barely gets in the back bumper of him. Now leading is Austin Sieg. Our 1 open car is in the middle. Here comes Johnny Quinton. Oh, they got a little dicey there in the bottom. Oh, Average Sucks looking low. Oh, he's trying. He's peeking. They nearly touch. And 2 of the Team 44 cars are now side by side with the lead. And it looks like Johnny Quinton's now going to the lead. As here they come. Oh no! Oh, 01 Aviation got hit by Joey Hayes and they crash. 01 Aviation, Joey Hayes. Looks like Ethan Trendler got a bit of that accident. Caution flags out, lap number 11. And it's the first caution of the day. And oh boy, that was bound to happen eventually. But that 34 car is all torn up. Same with the 05. They're the ones that got the worst of it. Believe. Looks like maybe the 19 got some damage. As they're slowing down. Alright. As we get this all sorted out, let's see what happened. It looked like it was a bump draft gone wrong on the back bumper of the 34. as we look further back. Yes, indeed. It was just Joey Hayes getting into the back bumper of the 34. Very common mistake. As here's a replay. Dallin, you see him look, just look low under that quarter panel. Gets in the back bumper, down into Ethan Trendler. Trendler saves it, same with the 2. And into the air briefly there is a 34 car. It looks like the 2, the 19, and the 17 all got a piece of that. Let's get an onboard here. I want to see Joey Hayes' perspective. Alright. Riding with Joey Hayes. Just looks low. Back bumper. And we got a wreck. Let's get one more look at that. I think I want to get another perspective, just to give the true magnitude of how this car got in the air. Using the spectator view, you see the pack soaring from turns 3 to 4, and now onto the front stretch, and there they go. Oh, that 34 got in the air because of the 19 car, shoving him up in the air. Let's get one more perspective. I want to get a helicopter perspective of this so you can really see how the bump drafting fares. Just a bump draft gone wrong. Most of the damage was to those 2 and also the 19. The 1 car barely made out of that. Alright. So here's how the pack looks now. Not a lot of cars out of this in this accident. Caleb Dellinger is now back in the race. Looks like the 34 and the 05 are still out. Question is, are their cars going to still be up to pace with the others? So we shuffle through the field. Our leader, Johnny Quinton. We're on lap 14, so we will be getting a restart here within the next 2 laps, I'd say. Maybe a restart lap 16, potentially, maybe 17. Which would put us 4 or 5 laps to go, which would give us a pretty good race here. Forgot. Johnny Quinton, average sucks, 2nd. Dylan Cabanas, he's 3rd. John Vance, 4th. Easy Ozzy, 5th. Austin Sieg, 6th. King Cawthorne, 7th. Ben Shades, 8th. That's Dellinger, he's in 22nd right now. It looks like he's still not going to be able to pass the 34 and the 05. Camden Ross is 9th, and rounding off the top 10 is Jackson Burgum. Logan Thomas, 11th. Justin Kent, 12th. Jesse Vaughters, 13th. Wyatt Thompson is 14th. Hugh Kyleson is 15th. Reagan is 16th. Philip Moore is 17th. Lucas Faisal is 18th. Ethan Trendler is 19th with a little bit of damage from that accident. And finally, the 2 cars that were involved in the accident, the 34 of 01 Aviation and Joey Hayes. And then, don't forget about Dellinger, who is currently in 22nd, in the middle of the pack there in that 30 car. So we come around. Lights are out on the pace car. Restart on lap number 16. One question that has not been answered by me is whether or not this has an impact on the starting lineup of the actual Daytona race, and that is no. This whole thing was to set the field and also allow for some bonus points. The winner gets an extra bonus point. So whoever wins this race, along with, I believe, the top 3, I've kind of got to check to see what I did for the points for this. Restarts in NR 2003 are always going to be single file. I don't think you can change that. We're on the back straightaway, getting ready to go back to the green. $14 behind the 44 with the 54 behind him. A lot of 4s in the top 3. Single file coming off turn number 4. Looks like the 34 and the 05 are still on the lead lap. And Dellinger is still a lap down. So scratch that about him getting back to the lead lap. He is still, I think, technically a lap down. I don't know why they did not put him on the inside, though. That's officiating. Green flag, Johnny Quinton. Average Sucks trying to pull a draft as cars peek out behind them. I saw Reagan way back in the back of the pack looking. There comes that 36 car down the inside. Now, drivers trying to find their drafting partners, as the field's going to take a couple laps to join back up. And now looking to the lead is Average Sucks, as we go 5 laps to go. Lead change. Ignore that. Oh, here comes John Vance, pushed by Austin Sieg. Now the field starts to come back and come together again. Question is anyone going to be able to take the momentum and bring it to the front? And which moves will allow for the car to be leading? Average Sucks now leads. Here comes Austin Sieg down to the inside. 4 to go. Side by side throughout most of the field. Lucas Faisal losing the draft. Same with Ethan Trendler. And it looks like Philip Moore might be losing the draft as well. So it looks like a race between about 15 cars or so. As now John Vance gets hung out to the outside. As Johnny Quinton looks low. And he's going to be able to take that position. Now leading is that 33 machine. And all the way to the back goes that 36 car. 3 to go. Dellinger now hangs out King Cawthorn. Kind of a dirty play saying he is a lap down. But matter of fact, he's trying to get that lap back as he goes down to the inside of the 14 and now trying to look for the front of the pack. We're about to come around to 2 laps remaining. Jackson Burgum. I think Jackson Burgum's in the catbird for this race win. He's technically leading right now, and he's looking low. Philip Moore clinging onto the back of the draft. 2 laps remaining. This field is pushing into turn number 1. But Austin Sieg is back to the lead. I wonder if that 30 car is not as fast as the rest of the field. Down the backstretch with 2 laps remaining here in duel number 1. Average Sucks now is able to take that second position over, but not for long. Excuse me. He's going to get in front of the second position. Again, Deleger's a lap down. Here we come to the last lap of duel number 1, and it is Austin C taking the white flag. 3 wide behind them. Is anyone going to be able to mount a charge, or will it be clean and green? Oh, that 6 car shuffling for position in the back. Can anyone do anything? Average Sucks now in second. Is he going to be able to make a charge? Jackson Burgum gets pushed up high by the 7 car of Justin Kent. Down the back straight for the final time. Does Average Sucks make the pass, or does he stay behind him? Here they come. Now entering the tri-oval. A full pack of cars. And the 33 of Austin Sieg wins duel number 1. They kept it green. Average Sucks finished second. Jackson Burgum third. Justin Kent, and here's the rest of the field. Looks like it was our 3rd place finisher. Or 4th. Where is he? Justin Kent was 4th. And locked into the Daytona race, it's the 88, Camden Ross. Now this is due to a technicality. He was the only one who got in this race out of all of the part-time entries. So no matter what happened, he was locked in. But Austin Sieg gets that extra point, which could definitely help him in the point standings. As they all take it in. All the cars teleporting to the garage, trying not to collide. So that is race number 1 for you. Let me save this. Duel 1. Alright. Awesome. So, we're going to take a brief intermission. Just so I can get a sip of water. You know, clean the old pipe out so I can speak clearly in duel number 2. But that is your race. Again, winner, Austin Sieg. And again, locked into the show, Camden Ross. We have another 7 open cars, which are going to be racing in this next duel to get in, and only 3 of them are going to make the field. So this is going to get very interesting. Here is the final standings of the race. If your name's on here, then there you go. Dellinger, last position after the problem on the pace lap. Aviation and Hayes are the final 2 cars. Lucas Faisal, Trendler, Moore, Cawthorn, Cabanas, Vance, Ross, Thomas, Reagan, and Hugh Kyleson is 10th. Ben Shades 9th. Johnny Quinton 8th. The number 6, I'm not even going to say his name, is 7th. Jesse Vaughters 6th. Wyatt Thompson 5th. Justin Kent 4th. Jackson Burgum 3rd. And finally, Average Sucks 2nd, and Austin Sieg, as I previously said, 1st. So that's it for duel number 1. We'll play out the old victory graphic. Alright. I'll be back in about a minute and a half. I'm just gonna compose myself for a brief second and get some water. I will check back in and kind of read some of the comments with anyone who has their own opinions and thoughts. And then we'll get into duel number 2. So I'll be back. Ignore the sound that I'm going to make when I set this headset on my desktop. So, yeah. See you guys in a couple. Alrighty, I'm back. Any thoughts, questions, opinions? Race was pretty dang clean for all of that pack racing. If if this has playoffs, can I get a waiver for breathing? This does not have a playoffs. This whole thing is just kind of like a short championship, maybe like a Winston Cup type deal, where you get points for leading laps, points for leading the most laps, and then finally where you finish. But yeah. Oh gosh. Thanks, QXZ. I'm gonna, if you can link that channel, I'll put it on my community tab, and then I'll subscribe to it and stuff, because I'm genuinely curious to see some of the highlights. What? The in and out car number, the 27? It's similar to the old cup format. It's similar. It has the same idea of just like straight up points, no points changes, no playoffs. It's just all about, leading laps, most laps led, finishing position, pole gets extra points, and then that's basically how it works. Whoever can rack up the most points throughout the season wins, and then we'll have the Monza race, which will be our all-star event at the end of the season. And I might do my own event where I actually am racing, depending on what I want to do. Alright, let's check to see if this is still... Okay, this has moved up a lot. Let me fix it here. Because I've noticed that this thing likes to move around a lot. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold Alt here and then just... Oh shoot, I'm moving the whole screen around. scooch it down a little bit. And of course accidentally added the barrier to it, so we're gonna have to scooch this down even further. Alright. Hopefully that doesn't do anything dumb. Alright, paintballer took my car. You're in the 05, bro. Why do you even have playoffs when Matt Crafton has no wins? Yeah, that was a whole deal a couple years ago. If you're wondering, in this spot was supposed to be the caution and also the lap count, but I couldn't get that in time, and I just said, you know, screw it. I gotta get this set up. So I'm gonna have that set up for the actual Daytona race, but for the meantime, there's gonna be no caution or lap count. I'll just try to keep you guys updated as much as possible. All right. With that being said, we're gonna get into race number 2. Nearly 10:30 p.m. It's definitely gone late, but it's all right. We're gonna get through this. All right. Load up the game. Duel number 2. Again, 22 different cars. I got a cough that's about to come out. I'm trying to wash it down with water so I don't loudly cough into the microphone.
Drivers, to your car.
Alright, here's our starting lineup, and guess who's excuse me there. Guess who's on the front? William Ayers, and he is side by side with Liam Beach. And then you got James Mortsey behind him, side by side with Austin Brakey. And then Luke Bowler, and then Mariel Abdelmalik. You got Mr. Rizzler there in the 23. He's side by side with Jaden Portery. And then we got Liliana Russell. And there's Mila Jensen. And then Jimmy Waffles. Oh.
Start your engines.
There's your command. I probably should have waited for that, but whatever. We start a little early. It's a fine. Matt Kenzer, he's going to be towards the back of the pack as the cars start rolling. Tom Tittles, and he's side by side with Will Parrish. DeCools, one of the cars racing their way in, and then Bob Smith. Peter Drake, and he's side by side with Paintballer. Kylie Wyatt, and then Gort, and then rounding off the field, Brady Thompson and James Bernstein. Let's go over all of the open cars racing their way into the field. We got the 83, and he is side by side with the 60, and these two both need to race their way in. Also needing to race their way in is going back. Will Parrish in the 02 needs to race his way in, and Decools also needs to race their way in. Peter Drake, again, another person needs to race their way in. And then finally the 95, James Bernstein, needs to race his way in. 7 cars are trying to get their way into Daytona. 3, excuse me, top 3 will make it in. The rest, they'll be going home. Let's get a spectator view of the pace car. Pace car bringing it down the front stretch. The field pacing to take the green flag. Duel number 2 is about to begin. Pace car pulls in. William Ayers side by side with Liam Beach. Ayers is now ahead. He brings James Morrissey with him. Now at the front of the field, William Ayers. But James Morrissey's looking low, trying to get that top spot away from him. Here he comes. One of the first open cars. They're side by side for the first lap. Oh, he gets shoved up high. This is definitely a more aggressive field as compared to the last one. And this pack is screeching down the front straightaway. Lap number 1's led by James Morrissey. Oh, here comes Jaden now. Jaden Portery, new leader at Daytona. But look at Matt Kenseth, the grizzled veteran. He's looking low, trying to take that lead spot away. The field. It seems like the field just gets more compact the further we get into this run. Oh, here comes that 71 car trying to make a move to the lead. Oh, he's looking low. Oh, he gets in the back bumper, nearly turns him around, and he gets the spot away. Battle for the top spot. It looks like Jaden leads that lap. The cool now. Another one of the open cars is now looking to lead. Oh no! Paintballer got in the back of DeCool's. Teammates nearly wrecked each other out of turn number 2. But they saved it. And both of the Full Throttle Motorsports cars are 1 and 2. Whoa, 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 whoa! Mario! Nearly wrecks in the back of the pack. That could have been very similar to the last race. Almost identical to the last race. As now the field starts to get a little more single file. It's now looking down to the inside is Kylie Wyatt. Now looking to leave that Airheads machine. He has Brady Thompson behind him. I think whoever makes the show, it's going to be based off of who can survive these accidents. Oh, they tried to wreck again a couple times. This field just feels way more aggressive than the last one. And I think that corresponds to all these open cars being in this race. A lot more on the line here. Is now looking to leave Brady Thompson as they shuffle back in the back of the pack. Oh, but here comes Jimmy Waffles. In my opinion, the best place to be is on that inside line. If you're running in the middle or the outside, you have a high risk of getting involved in an accident. But I don't know. There's been a lot of aggressive pushes on the inside. Look at Paintballer in the 67. They have been trying to wreck this entire time. Paintballers. Okay. Oh, side by side for the lead now. Kylie Wyatt leads that lap, but Brady Thompson's also coming along. But it looks like that 67 car of DeCool is pushing Kylie to the lead. Oh, Matt Kenseth looking low. Liliana Russell. A little bit of contact, but they keep it going. It's a lot of scrambling for the lead. James Morrissey slowly falling off from the back of the pack. If he can stay tucked in, he might be able to catch back up. If not, bad news for him. Now look to the lead for Brady Thompson. As the field looks to be getting more organized again. Looks like it kind of slinky back and forth, and the field stretched back out. It looks like they might be trying to form back up into a more condensed pack. Oh, here comes Peter Drake to the lead. Another open car. As we're on lap 7. This race is going really fast. Kylie White shuffles low. They keep it going. Oh, and here comes Tom Tittles down to the inside. As we got a new leader looking low. Here comes Jaden in that 11 car. Honestly, he's in a pretty good spot to win this whole thing. Tom Tittles out of turn number 4. He's going to be looking to lead this lap. But here comes Jaden Portery on the inside. Side by side to lead it. Looks like Tom leads that lap, but that 11 car is flying right on by him. James Morrissey's barely clinging on to the back of the field. I'm concerned that he's going to be losing the draft altogether. Peter Drake pushing Tom Tittle. Tom Tittles. Oh, here comes Peter Drake looking low. Oh, man. They extend that gap between second and third. Oh, the 8 car goes to the 12 car. Now it's a side-by-side 2x2, and now the whole field is double wide as they head down the back straightaway. Now here comes that 27 car looking low as he shuffles down behind Kylie Wyatt. Now it's side-by-side, dead even in their turn 3. Now Brady Thompson looking to the lead. The field coming back together again. Kylie Wyatt looking to the lead. They nearly get pushed off the track. Here they come. Lap number 10. Nearly halfway. We gotta be careful. We're getting to that point where this is where they wrecked in the last race. And again, oh, Kylie nearly gets shuffled out. And again, it's all about that aggressive bump drafting. If you can keep your car hooked to the back bumper of the car in front of you and actually make some momentum up, you might be able to make a pass. But if you get a little too wiggly with the car, you might actually cause an accident. Here comes Paintballer now to the inside for the lead. Look at Will Parrish in the inside. I think things are starting to get a little more desperate here near the lead. As it is definitely go time if you want to make it into the show. Oh, look at the shuffling. Oh, that 66 car nearly wrecked off the front bumper of Liliana Russell. If there was a car low, that would have been a big accident. Things are getting really aggressive now. Lap 11. Oh, look at Tom Tittles looking low, the 8 car. Oh, and Jaden getting a push from the 66. Oh, Liliana Russell nearly gets turned. The whole field is looking to wreck right now. Now stuck in the middle is the 27 to Paintballer. Brady Thompson continues to lead. Paintballer with no friends behind him. Now Peter Drake looks low and tries to push him. Here comes a name not said at all in this race. Luke Bowler. Oh, but here comes that 50 car looking low. Luke Bowler immediately gets shuffled in the middle. Kylie Wyatt is now second. Brady Thompson first. Brady Thompson's car has been extremely strong. Honestly, if I could say, if there's any dominant car, it's that 12 car. Oh, this is getting really sketchy. Here comes Kylie now looking low. Side by side for the lead. Oh, this whole field is really pushing, especially the inside line, making up huge momentum. James Morrissey's lost the draft. This might be the race for him. Unless they decide to wreck. Which we're getting to that spot where if a wreck happens, that's the race. Now leading is Zach Cools. Blocking both lanes. He looks high and looks low. Tries to block Liam Beach. Cannot make the move. He's looking low. But here comes William Ayers looking low as well. Oh, that Liam Beach number 77 car gets shuffled to the middle. William Ayers now looking low of him. Now the top lane is really prevailing. And here comes Brady Thompson again. Looking to inherit the top spot. But here comes Kylie Wyatt. Can she make the move? Here comes Brady Thompson looking low. Side by side for second. Between the 12 car and the 8. Brady Thompson now looking for second. And I think he's going to get it based off of the exchange of momentum. Look at that number 95 car. He's trying to make a move. Look at Peter Drake getting pushed by Will Parrish back there. Oh, here comes Brady Thompson looking for the lead. And look at Mariel in that 94 car pushing the 12 car, Brady Thompson. Side by side for the lead. 5 laps remaining. This race is getting official. If anything happens now, the race will be over. Oh no! Peter Drake gets spun around. Jaden gets spun around. And that is it. Liliana Russell, Jaden Portery, Will Parrish, 3 of our open cars gets wrecked. We're racing back to the line. This will be the race. I'm checking to see if the caution's out. And the caution flag is out. Big drama here. Will Parrish. And these are the cars racing back to the line. Looking at which cars are going to get locked into the field. Oh, collision back in the back there, I think with Luke Bowler and Liliana Russell as they slow down. Brady Thompson looks to win. DeCools in the 67, it looks to be the first car to make it into the race. Austin Brakey looks to be in the race as well in that 83 machine. And finally, James Bernstein are the 3 cars locked into the show. The cars out of the Daytona race. Jaden Portery, Peter Drake, James Morrissey, and Will Parrish. They will not be in the show. For the 11 car, that's it. Pack your bags. For the 66, you'll see that car at a couple more races this year, along with the 02 and the 60. So we're now pacing to finish this race. I think if we had one more lap on that race, I think we would have got a restart with 1 to go, but I don't think I see it happening. Actually, I wonder if they're going to consider actually having a restart with 1 lap to go. Anyways, let's get to this replay. It looked to be Will Parrish, I believe, who spun the 66 out. I believe. I might be wrong here. No matter what, I think it was just all around just desperation in the back of the pack trying to make it to the front. Yeah. Let's get a replay here. Will Parrish pushing the 66. A little overly aggressive, and there they all hook together. As 4 cars spin, Liliana Russell, Luke Bowler get involved as well. We'll get one more brief replay of this, and then we gotta cut to what's going on here in the race. Let's see what Liliana Russell saw in this accident. Alright, riding along with her. Just looking ahead, and then all of a sudden, there he goes. Light damage for her. Alright. This is really what will decide it. Pace lights stay on. And that means it's official. The race will end under caution. So here is our finishing positions in order from first to last. Brady Thompson is first. Mario Abdelmalik is second. DeColes is third. Austin Brakey is fourth. Kylie Wyatt fifth. James Bernstein is sixth. Mila Jensen is seventh. Mila Jensen, ignore that. William Ayers behind him in eighth. Rizzler, the old Rizzler, he finished ninth. Jimmy Waffles 10th. Tom Tittles 11th. Liam Beach 12th. Matt Kinzer 13th. Paintballer 14th. Bob Smith 15th. Gort finishes 16th. Liliana Russell 17th. Luke Bowler 18th. Jaden Portery 19th. Peter Drake 20th. James Morrissey 21st. Excuse me there. And then finally Will Parrish in 22nd. So now we have officially set the field for Daytona. Let's check to see what we're looking at here. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Brady Thompson goes down pit road. And there's the race change for the lead. Unbelievable. New leader, Mario Abdelmalik. An issue for The 12 car leads to a change for the lead. Luke Bowler also on pit road. So Brady Thompson does not win the race. Honestly, I'm absolutely shocked on why they decided to pit. Even if they had a problem, stay out for one more lap and win the dang race. So Mariel Abdulmalik, after the 12 car has a problem, is now leading. And way back in the back is now the 12 car. Unbelievable. This is the final lap. Let's re-go over this lead as once we get around here. I'm pretty shocked in how this went out. It's kind of surprising to me to see all the multi-car teams get their extra cars in the race, and to see all the part-time entries with only a single car operation miss it. Kind of a bummer for those teams, but at the same time, cool to see some of these other guys make it in the field. Coming to the checkered under caution, it is Mariel Abdulmalik. In that Freightliner number 94 for White Lightning Racing wins the second duel. Finishing second is Dakul, locked into the race. Austin Brakey, third, locked into the race. Kylie Wyatt, fourth. James Bernstein, fifth, locked into the race. Mila Jensen, sixth. William Ayers, seventh. The Rizzler in eighth. Jimmy Waffles, ninth. Tom Tittles, 10th. Liam Beach, 11th. Matt Kenzer, 12th. Paintballer, 13th. Bob Smith, 14th. Gort, 15th. Lillian Russell, 16th. Jaden Portery, 17th. Peter Drake, 18th. James Morrissey, 19th. Will Parrish, 20th. Brady Thompson, 21st. And finally, Luke Bowler in 22nd. So we're going to let this pace car pull in and finally give our final thoughts on duel number 2. I'll say it, what a way to start off the season. 2 great races. Unfortunately, this one barely didn't have the opportunity to make it under green. Like I said, we get one more lap, and I think we're going green for a one-lap shootout. But nope, instead, the race is over. And O1 Aviation comes in after the race. O1, you'll have to rewatch the race. You're in Duel 1. We just finished Duel 2. And I'm not going to spoil anything for you, alright? Pace car pulls it down, and all of our leaders... Oh, Luke Bowler, what is he doing? Uh-oh. Another problem for Luke Bowler. And all the cars coming in despawn. But we're going to let him do his thing. Alright. Duel number 2 is done. We have our field set. Let's save this one. I just heard a collision. Someone wrecked someone else on pit road. I'm kind of curious now. If we go back a second, I want to hear what happened here. And why there was a collision. Probably back here. Oh yeah. Will Parrish ran into the back of the 60 car, it looks like. Yep. There you go. and they're just doing their thing. All right. Oh yeah, and then Matt Kenzer and Lily Russell got together as well. This crew guy's just waving his flag. I don't even know what they're doing. Got some tempers after the race. Owen Aviation, you're locked in the show. You're all right. You just got wrecked. That's all that happened. You just got wrecked, kind of near the back of the field. Your car almost flipped over too. So you know. We have the highlights channel, or a highlights channel, so you'll be able to see the wreck, I believe. All right. Standings. This is what it looks like. No one wrecked out. Everyone finished. Leader and last place. All right. Water container. He's in. Here's our graphic. All right. Yeah. Owen, you're in the race. Only the part-time cars miss out on the race, and you're full-time, so you're all right. Alright. So now I'm going to sort out what the points look like with all of the drivers and how everything's sorted out with the winners and also the final lineup for Daytona. Daytona should be either Wednesday or Thursday. I got to plan that out. But yeah, first race of the first full points race of the season is going to be within the next couple of days. So be prepared for that. We'll get the highlights channel so we get to see what happened. Other than that, any thoughts, any concerns, any final things to add on to as I look back at the chat a little bit? All right. Let's take a little look. Alrighty. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next race, basically, and then maybe I'll see if I can put together some videos or something, depending on how I want to handle this coming back to YouTube thing. But yeah, that's duel number 1 and duel number 2 for you. The first ever time I put together anything of this sort of deal in terms of live streaming full races. So definitely a cool experience to be able to just watch this whole thing play out and just be a part of this. So I'm definitely excited for the next race, and I hope that you guys are too, and hopefully you guys can join me then. It should be way earlier in the night so more people can tune in. I'll see what exactly time I want to start it at and exactly what day I want to start it at. Yep, both Travis Motorsports cars made it in, which is kind of neat. Unfortunately, one of my cars did not make it in, but it's alright. We'll see that 66 car back for a couple more races during the year, so it's not the end of the world. Maybe I can get the 11 car to do another race or two. That way I don't feel bad for having the 11 car miss the only race that it's in. So I'll probably place the 11 car maybe another race or two. If we have any races that are still open. But yeah, I'll post what the points are looking like. They shouldn't be anything special. There are only going to be a couple cars that have points. Yeah, with that being said, that's it for me. See you guys in the next race, Daytona points paying race. And see you guys, whenever I get that figured out. Updates on my on my page, and I'll send you guys the highlights channel. That way you can catch up on whatever's happening. With that being said, see you guys in the next one, and this was definitely a really fun thing to have